7 minutes. 7 minutes. Defense, defense, defense. This is it. This is our destiny. Come on, come on. Come on.
Hey guys, Hollywood has some actors like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Ryan Reynolds who play themselves in almost every movie. And there are actors like Sean Harris, who come up with variations and still need a big production house or a big franchise to get noticed. One of such underrated gems of Hollywood is Matt Damon, the actor who's been in some of the most iconic films of the last few decades. You might know him as the brainy Jason Bourne, the stranded astronaut in The Martian, or the janitor-turned-genius in Good Will Hunting. But here's the real question. Why isn't Matt Damon celebrated on the same level as some of his contemporaries like Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt? Today, we're diving deep into why Matt Damon is one of Hollywood's most underrated actors.
It's not your fault. I know. It's not your fault.
First things first, let's talk versatility. Matt Damon has seamlessly jumped from one genre to the next, proving time and again that he can tackle any role thrown his way. Whether it's the action-packed intensity of Jason Bourne or the emotionally resonant character studies like Manchester by the Sea, Damon always delivers. But how often do we talk about his ability to transform into these roles? Not enough. Sure, actors like DiCaprio and Christian Bale get a lot of attention for their transformations, but Damon has been a chameleon throughout his career. He might not go through drastic physical changes, but his ability to melt into each character is just as impressive. One of Damon's most remarkable qualities is his consistency. He's rarely in a bad film, and even when a movie doesn't perform well at the box office, you can count on Matt Damon to deliver a solid performance. He may not always be the flashiest star, but he is incredibly dependable. In a world where actors can be hit or miss, that's no small feat. He's kind of like the Tom Hanks of his generation, consistently putting in strong, grounded performances, even in movies that aren't critical darlings. But the thing is, that level of consistency often gets overlooked. We believe he is the man who doesn't always get the praise he deserves. Another reason Matt Damon is so underrated? He's just so normal. In Hollywood, where larger-than-life personalities often steal the spotlight, Damon has always been the humble guy next door. He's not known for big scandals or outrageous behavior. He's a dedicated family man and has largely kept his personal life out of the tabloids. In a way, Damon's down-to-earth personality might be why people don't put him on a pedestal. He doesn't ask to be.
Sounds simple, but it's actually really profound. Was just do your work, kid. It was just 5 words, and it speaks to focusing on what you can control.
Part of the reason Damon doesn't always get his due credit is the company he keeps. He's starred alongside some of the biggest names in Hollywood, like Brad Pitt and George Clooney in the Oceans franchise, or his longtime friend and Good Will Hunting co-writer Ben Affleck. It's easy to get overshadowed when you're surrounded by so many A-listers, but Damon's talent always stands out for those paying attention. Think about it. How many actors can say they've co-written an Oscar-winning screenplay, starred in blockbusters, and delivered consistent performances for over 2 decades? Damon might not always be the flashiest, but he's often the glue holding these films together. Damon has been nominated for multiple Oscars, but has only won one, and that was for writing, not acting.
And the Oscar goes to Ben Affleck and Matt Damon!
Despite his incredible body of work, he's often snubbed when it comes to award recognition. For a guy who's given us unforgettable performances in films like The Talented Mr. Ripley, The Departed, and The Martian, you'd think his awards shelf would be more crowded. It's almost like the Academy takes him for granted, which is a shame. His ability to carry a film, both emotionally and physically, is unmatched, and yet he's not showered with accolades in the way some of his peers are. Damon also uses his platform for good. He co-founded Water.org, which helps provide clean water to people around the world. While others are out there making headlines for their drama, Damon's quietly making a difference. So why is Matt Damon underrated? It comes down to a combination of factors: his consistency, humility, and the fact that he's often surrounded by Hollywood's biggest names. But make no mistake, Matt Damon is one of the greatest actors of his generation. And while he might not always get the loudest applause, those who know, know. Damon's talent speaks for itself. So, what do you think? Does Matt Damon deserve more credit? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, thanks for watching.